Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a great weekend and start to our training for the past 2 weeks. I really like this time of year. It's approaching the holidays. We have time off from school to spend time with family and friends. It's also a great time to reflect on the past year. I made lists of my favorite songs, movies, shows, and moments from 2022. There's one thing that I forgot to do, and it was to reflect on my goals that I made at the start of the year. Oh, look what I have it here. I have my 2022 goals in my trusted notebook over here. So let's take a look and see how well I did. All right. Don't die by bear mauling. Boom, cross that one off. All right, number two, make a home cooked meal for my parents and family. Well, I did do that, but I burned the house down while doing it. I did make the meal, so I did accomplish the goal, but it says nothing about the house staying in a physical state and if my family enjoyed the meal. So I'll cross it off. Well, half of it. All right, half. All right, I'll bargain with that one. All right. Although I do have a goal for 2023, build my parents a house. All right, gotta get on top of that. Next one is go on a date with Beyonce. Now, I did see her and we did talk, but that was before security came. And I'm 94.7% sure that wasn't a date. I think once she realized that Jay-Z is a bum and wants a real man, well, then I think she'll be ready to see my potential. I'm hopeful for 2023, but that's been on my goal list for the last 20 years. All right, whatever. All right, number four, have the most recognizable mustache in sports. Well, thanks, Ted Lasso. That didn't happen. All right. Number five is be a chap snap tactic star. I currently have 0 followers. I guess the videos of the best walls to stare at and clips of experiments on which paint dries faster are just ahead of my time. I need to wait this generation out and then I'll be a star. Okay. Number six, become an international assassin. I cannot confirm nor deny this goal. And number seven is retire and peace out. Wow, this was actually a really horrible goal list right here. The only goal that I accomplished fully was not dying a very rare death. Are there even bears in Lake County? Man, 2022 was a horrible year. I didn't accomplish anything. I think I know what the problem was. Is I didn't follow what I preached. I didn't do Coach Stu's goal setting sheet, which is perfect because this week's theme is goal setting. All right. Now, like I said, this week is about setting some goals up for a great track season. For an athlete, creating goals at the start of the season is one of the most important parts of improving ourselves as runners. The difference between great athletes and average athletes is this aspect. If you can set out specific goals and how you're going to achieve them, you're setting the course of accomplishing them. We have dreams about many different things. Our dreams are important, but you have to hold on to them. Without a plan, our dreams are just a fantasy. I have many goals in my life. I want to be the best coach and version of myself that I can be. I've created ways to achieve that. Learn, research, do, listen are just a few of the things that I plan for accomplishing this goal. Here's some important goals that are a part of goal setting, okay, or important parts of goal setting. Too many goals in there. Number one is make your goals something that you can measure. Putting down, I want to get better is a great objective, but how do we know if we are accomplishing this goal? What does better mean? Make it measurable, such as what place do you want to finish on the team? Do you want to be on varsity? What is the time? Miles per week. Having it be measurable allows us to know if we are going in the right direction of achieving our goals. Number two is set high goals. Do not limit yourself, push yourself, and don't doubt your abilities. I believe in you. Now it's time to believe in yourself. Number three is come up with an action plan. Going back to before, the difference between goals and fantasies are the action plan. We need to have a plan and how we are going to get better. These plans need to be specific. For example, saying run more is not specific. Saying I'm going to increase my mileage to running 40 miles or 50 miles a week consistently is specific. Again, we can measure if we're going in the right direction. Number 4 is believe in yourself. When you write down a goal, believe that you can achieve it. Our biggest way to fail our dreams is ourselves and doubting what we can accomplish. This is not a sport where we can have any doubt. And number 5 is do. I've heard many goals in my life, some great, some crazy, somewhere I had to work to improve those goals. It didn't matter how great, bad, and crazy those goals were. What matters the most is actually going out and doing those things. Creating this goal sheet is just words on paper. Believing and doing them turns those into reality. And worn distance is where dreams become reality. Okay, there you have it. This week, I want you guys to set your own goals for the track season. In this week's email is the goal setting sheet that I want you guys to fill out. I will talk about how to fill that out at practice, and I hope to have some Zoom meetings with you guys later this week where we can go over your goals and come up with those action steps for you guys, okay? The next part is our goal setting, is our agenda for the week. So let me share my screen with you guys. All right, so with this week, there's some parts to it that are similar to last week and some parts where I'm giving a little bit more flexibility to push yourselves a little bit harder. We can see that Monday, Tuesday are about the same as last week. The biggest reason for this is a lot of people are doing a great job of communicating how they are feeling. So I just want to use Monday and Tuesday to see where exactly everyone is at with not just fitness, but also with your health. Okay, that will kind of tell me the direction that I want the rest of the week to go. Now, again, we should be increasing our mileage just a little bit for this week, anywhere from 2.5 to 5 miles, but that is all dependent on our health. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I've increased the time just a little bit with the hopes that you guys are able to do that. Now, if you're sore and stuff, go on the lower side of things. Always communicate with your coaches with how you are feeling. Thursday and Sunday, you can see a little bit individualized workouts. That means that I'm going to be talking to people throughout the week, seeing how you are feeling. If we're not quite there yet, that is a-okay. We've got plenty of time. But if our training is doing somewhat okay, maybe on Thursday, I might have you guys do a progressive run the last 10, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Or I might have something a little bit in the middle for you guys to do that's somewhat tempo-ish. Okay. And the same thing for Sunday. Okay. Where we can kind of create a little bit more fun for us because we want to go fast. And I understand that. But we also have to be ready for it. All right. What we're doing is on the right side. It's very similar to what we did last week. Okay. So, as I said, the biggest thing is staying healthy. Many of you guys have been communicating with me about aches and pains, and that is great. The month of December is about building a base and getting consistent training. Days off are good for healing or doing the elliptical, but days off because of a lack of motivation is not. Okay, this is a big month for us, and we have to get to work. Many of you are doing a great job of building mileage, communicating, and putting in a great effort. I'm super excited to see the improvements that we're making, and we're going to have a great track season. You know what? I'm writing that down in my goal sheet. Follow Coach Stu's Fireside Chats recommendations. Okay. All right. And you know what? Everyone else should write that down right now. I don't care if there's no paper around you. Write it down. Okay. Anyways, let's have another great week. We got this, everyone. Coach Stu, over and out.